Happy New Year, everybody. My name is MrScaryMuffin, and welcome to Thoughts, Talks, and TF2. This time around, we are covering the second half of that pickup game on Upwards, and we're on offense right now. And I believe I tried running Short Circuit Engineer for this one, but I might have failed to acquire a Short Circuit. I don't remember. Yeah, I have a pistol out instead of a Short Circuit. Oh well. No biggie. Anyways, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions and how I approach making goals. You may or may not heard of the SMART, S-M-A-R-T, method of making goals, but it is something that I really feel is a great system and makes your goals not only more attainable and approachable, but actually makes it so that you actually do something. Instead of just generally saying, well, I want to lose weight, or I want to get more exercise, or I just want to be a better person, right? It forces you to get everything down to the nitty-gritty and plan your details. And it's not as hard as you may think. It's not a very difficult process. You just have to think about it a little bit harder. All right. So let's go over each of these bits. S stands for specific. Be specific about exactly what you're doing. If you're saying exercise, what do you mean by exercise? Is it push-ups? How many push-ups? What defines a good push-up, right? What is a no rep? What is an actual push-up that will count towards that number that you have set up for yourself? That's being specific. M is for being measurable, and this is not always possible with all goals that people set, but I highly recommend you try your best to make something measurable. And don't just say get more exercise. Say I'm going to get 30 minutes of heart pumping activities 3 times a week. That kind of stuff, right? Something that you can identify that you have actually done it. That way you can just kind of tick it off, right? Some kind of thing, numerically quantifiable, that kind of stuff. A in SMART stands for attainable, right? It's not a bad thing to start small, like really small. It's fine to say, instead of getting exercise, that I'm just gonna go outside once a day and walk for 5 minutes, like just 5 minutes, whatever, right? The main reason is because a lot of times it's hard to get started on your goal, but if you start with really small chunks, your brain's going to be like, well, okay, 5 minutes, that's nothing. I can just go do it, come back, play video games. Yeah. And that 5 minutes, it's literally better than nothing, right? And eventually you might want to move it up. You may say, maybe I'll do 30 minutes of walk every day, and then you move on to doing 5 minutes of running on a track, right? You just work your way up. Start small. It's okay to start really small. Pick something you know you absolutely can do, right? Don't pick something like, I'm going to run a marathon, and then it looks so far-fetched that, oh, that's never going to happen, and then you just don't do it, right? Pick something small chunks. Do it. That way you'll actually go ahead and do it. It's really important. R stands for results orientated. Rather, make your goals last. For example, diets it's a big problem because of rebound. People lose the weight for a wedding or for the summer, and then they gain it all back and then some more afterwards, right? Find a way to make your result and then have a plan to keep the results in some way, right? If you train yourself to run a marathon, then make sure that you upkeep that a little bit afterwards. You don't have to be as intense, but have a plan, have some kind of thing to, it's like a cool-off period after you finish exercising, right? Have a plan to maintain the results that you work so hard to get, because otherwise what's the point, right? Or you're just gonna have to repeat this thing all over again next time around. T, which is our final part, stands for time orientated. And I've already kind of touched on this before, but I'll say it here specifically. State your goal as a result over time. 30-minute walk every day, 5 minutes of running once a week. What is the ultimate goal? Is it 100 push-ups within 6 months, maybe? Maybe a 10K marathon within half a year. 10K is like 2.5 miles for you Americans. And That was my little phone alarm. And in fact, waking up early is something it's a good, or getting enough sleep, for example, it's a great goal to make. Say, what time should you go to sleep, or how many hours of sleep do you want to get, and how long do you want to do this for? Because you can't just say, I want to get 8 hours every sleep, go to sleep at 10 p.m. every single day forever. That's not going to work out. You have to state a specific time. Just say, like, I want to do it maybe 80% of the time over the course of 6 months, right? Or over the course of the next 2 weeks even. Pick something small, make it attainable, something measurable so you can tick off, did I do it? Yes, great. Or maybe I will keep doing it until I do it 100 times. I will go to sleep early, I'll go to sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. I'll do that at least 100 times. I'll do it 100 until I do it 100 times. Like, I'll have this in mind to keep doing it until I do it 100 times. And then once you hit that goal, then we look at your R. What are you going to do to keep this? Will you restate the goal? And okay, I've done it 100 times. Great, achievement unlocked. Let's move on and try to do this again. Except we'll make it this o'clock. Like, I'll adjust my goal kind of thing, and then I will do that like 50 times because I realized 100 times was way too much and I couldn't adjust my goal. And that's the important thing. Write down your goal. Share it with people. Tell people about it. Find someone to do it with you. Find lots of ways to get motivated, and don't change whatever you set out. Do your best to complete it, and you might have to say, well, I just can't do this, but try your best to actually complete it before you change your goal. I in particular, I'm really bad with getting motivated, and I have a problem with procrastination, and that's maybe hard to believe given how prolific I've been with posting YouTube videos, but you know, even then I've been kind of lazy with the videos as well. And I used to have this mind trick where I would, before I do a leisure activity, I would say, I gotta do 10 minutes of a priority task, and after that 10 minutes, if I don't feel like keep going, then sure, go do your leisure activity, go play your video games. It's because I have a problem with getting frickin' started on something. So I force myself to get started over and over again on certain things, and then if I feel inspired to keep going after those 10 minutes, then yeah, I'll go keep going after those 10 minutes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys have tricks and stuff like that you want to share, let me know. I hope you guys set some goals in the New Year's. It's good to improve yourself in some way. Makes you feel good about yourself. It helps build confidence. Girls like confidence. And I have a new series that will be coming up next year. Should have started this year, but I was procrastinating. It's called Real Life Achievements. Look forward to it in the new year. Anyways, this match is winding down, and I think we're going to cap this soon. Got about 4 more minutes left on the clock. And you guys just enjoy my semi-okay offensive NGing with random mini sentries everywhere. Yeah, so check it out, New Year, guys. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Have a great New Year's Eve party. Bye.